Hey guys, how's it going? Philip at Trade Genius. Going to take a look at Litecoin. The Litecoin Foundation announced a physical cryptocurrency debit card that'll have Litecoin spendable on it. That's really bullish news for adoption. We're going to take a look at our cup and handle formation and see how this bullish brew of coffee is progressing. And so let's dive into this video. Also, guys, we just completed a really nice trade. Caught a lot of this last surge up in Bitcoin for 22%. And if you guys are interested in getting in the room, notice the moneymaker fired on that trade perfectly. If you guys want to get in on that, head over to tradelikeagenius.com and check out our specials that are ending this weekend. All right, guys, let's dive into this video.
Trade Genius.
All right, so fundamental news, Litecoin Foundation releases a physical cryptocurrency card in partnership with the buy box exchange and blockchain firm Turnio. So this will be a physical cryptocurrency debit card, similar to what BitPay provides with Bitcoin. Per the post, the companies will jointly roll out a cryptocurrency debit card dubbed the Block Card that will purportedly let users spend their cryptocurrency funds both online and in physical store locations around the world. So you'll have Ltc, and also the BIX token, that's the buy box exchange's native token, and then Turnio has a token TERN as well. They're going to integrate the card directly into the buy box exchange and Litecoin's official wallet, so that's pretty cool. So that's good fundamental news. That's going to drive adoption, and that's going to play into our technical analysis. So basically, guys, what we are playing out still is this large cup and handle formation. We're about halfway through our measured move. Measured move is going to be the depth of the cup above the rim, so that takes us approximately to about 175. And right now we've continued to have nice surges higher. If we look, let's make this a little bigger, and if you look here at volume, the shaded area is your average volume, so that's come up nicely since we had that first pullback out of the cup portion of this formation. Handle completed, and now we've broken higher, so it looks really good for tagging that $75. We have stalled out here, and that's no surprise, because if you look, we do have some support and resistance that we're dealing with here on the chart. So that's doing a fine job of respecting that. Right here, you can see no surprise that we're stalling out here. The other area that we'll probably be looking at as a point of resistance will be around that 175 mark. See if we draw this here, you're going to get a little bit of resistance there. So that makes sense. Makes sense that we're taking a break here. But if we look closer on the smaller time frames, we have a bit of a bullish pennant forming here. So basically, to me that looks pretty bullish. We're just pausing here, and then we're going to surge higher. Where things get real exciting is when Litecoin leads the Bitcoin move, and that's what happened when this current leg up started. And that makes for a nice Bitcoin trade too, because Bitcoin doesn't stay behind Litecoin very long. So that's one of your better trade entries for Bitcoin too, when Litecoin surges ahead and leads for a bit. And also you see that reflected in the Litecoin Bitcoin price, which we'll get to in a second. But basically, guys, we're looking for this to break out at this point. This is a 4-hour chart, and right now the technicals are looking okay. Nothing overly bearish or bullish, just consolidation. We do have a volume void here, which again, most people are asking, like, where do I put my stop? You could put your stop under these lows here, but really the support I think you're going to see is around this 120 area. And if we're looking for 175 mark, so you'll have to give this room to breathe if it feels like it wants to retrace into this volume node. But I think right now things are pointing up as far as momentum, and this is a bullish chart formation. If we flip over to a weekly, you can see, clearly the cup and handle formation. And again, I think high likelihood we're going to see this 175 mark. The RSI, we'd like to see this. So basically on the weekly, we'd like to see, obviously closing above last week's high of 144 would be great. And also get a higher high on the RSI, because right now it's kind of leaning toward a bearish divergence, meaning the RSI isn't making a new high while price makes higher closes. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to need this week and next week probably to give us a clearer picture on that. But this actually looks more bullish than Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a more bearish divergence going on, but it's also hit a key just shy of the 10,000 mark. So I think the elements are in play where we see a pullback in Bitcoin, but then Litecoin doesn't really follow along as well, maintains its value. You see the Ltc Btc go up. And in fact, let's flip over to the Ltc Btc chart. All right, so this is the weekly chart. Here's your halving date that's approaching. again, we're looking for a final push before that. I had drawn this line a few weeks ago, and really it's been following that pretty well. So I'd be looking right now. This is, to me, this zone here, these between these two lines on LTC BTC is good to go for legging in on this thing. Again, you have a Fibonacci zone in here from this low to this high with an extension at 0.019. I think that we get a little blow off, and I think 0.021 off of this larger fib zone below, I think actually ultimately gets tagged, and we may even see a little higher than that. Earlier, I was thinking we might see 0.03. I think that's going to be a little bit of a stretch for a target, only because now that we've progressed and Bitcoin has moved up, as far as Litecoin's dollar price, that's progressing pretty much as expected. Bitcoin's been a bit more aggressive, so it affects the LTC BTC potential max price. So that's going to have to drop to be realistic, and we don't want to have targets that are unrealistic. So I think 0.021 plus is looking like a likely scenario here. So things look pretty good on LTC BTC for a pullback. I think this is a value area at this point, and I think we get one last final push on LTC BTC, and I think give that to about mid-July for that to play out. All right, guys, well, that's it for this video. I just thought I'd give you a outlook on LTC BTC on Litecoin. I think one more final move that gets us into the overbought range relative to Bitcoin historically, and that's a great spot to take profits, and then get through this halving event, which will probably see a pullback, and let things rest, recharge, and I think we see more bullishness into fourth quarter of this year. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Trade Genius.